Have you ever imagined a world where all your wishes come true? A place where your goals, dreams, and aspirations are not just possibilities, but concrete realities? Well, you're in the right place. Today, we're going to talk about a secret that can help you achieve this. It's not magic or a trick. It's a philosophy of life. Stoicism. Stoicism teaches us the importance of focusing on ourselves, our actions, reactions, and mindset. It shows us how by doing so, we can transform our reality and achieve incredible things. In this video, we will explore 15 Stoic keys that will help you achieve this. Each key will be explained in detail, accompanied by a quote from a Stoic philosopher that illustrates its meaning. So sit back, relax, and get ready for a journey to the heart of Stoicism. Before we continue, I would appreciate it if you could like this video so it can reach more people. And if you don't want to miss any of my videos, subscribe and activate the notification bell. Key 1. Ataraxia. Ataraxia, inner peace. The first Stoic key to focusing on oneself is ataraxia, a Greek term meaning inner peace or imperturbability. The Stoics believed that true happiness is not found in external pleasures or the approval of others, but in the tranquility of the mind. Ataraxia is achieved by accepting the world as it is without wishing things to be different. It's understanding that we cannot control external events, only our reaction to them. By freeing ourselves from expectations and accepting reality, we find inner peace. As Epictetus, a famous Stoic philosopher, said, "It's not things that disturb us, but our opinions about them." This phrase reminds us that our inner peace depends on how we interpret and respond to life's events, not the events themselves. Ataraxia, therefore, is a powerful key to focusing on oneself. By cultivating inner peace, you free yourself from unnecessary worries and concentrate on what really matters, your personal growth and development. Key 2. Amor fati. Amor fati, love of fate. The second Stoic key is amor fati, which means loving fate. This concept invites us to accept and love everything life brings us, both good and bad. Instead of resisting challenges or lamenting adversities, the Stoics teach us to embrace them as part of our path. Amor fati is the practice of seeing every event in our life, even the most difficult ones, as necessary and beneficial for our growth. It's understanding that every experience, no matter how painful or challenging, has a purpose and can teach us valuable lessons. The Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius once said, "Accept whatever comes to you, woven in the pattern of your destiny, for what could more aptly fit your needs?" This quote reminds us that every event in our life is exactly what we need at that moment to learn, grow, and evolve. By practicing amor fati, you can see each challenge as an opportunity for growth, and each adversity as a valuable lesson. This perspective will allow you to focus on yourself and your personal development, instead of getting caught up in resistance or resentment. Key 3. Prosoche, mindfulness. The third Stoic key is prosoche, which means mindfulness. The Stoics valued the importance of living in the present and paying attention to our current actions and thoughts. Prosoche is the practice of being fully present in each moment, paying attention to our actions, thoughts, and emotions without judgment. It's the awareness that we only have control over our actions and reactions in the present, and our attention should focus on doing the right thing here and now. Epictetus, one of the great Stoic philosophers, said, "Do not ask that things happen as you wish, but wish that they happen as they do happen, and you will go on well." This quote reminds us that we must accept reality as it is and focus our attention on our own actions and reactions. By practicing prosoche, you can learn to live in the present and focus on what you can control, your own actions and reactions. This mindfulness will allow you to focus on yourself and your personal development, instead of worrying about what is beyond your control. Key 4. Eudaimonia, the good life. The fourth Stoic key is eudaimonia, which means the good life or happiness. The Stoics believe that true happiness is not in fleeting pleasures or the accumulation of wealth, but in living a life of virtue and purpose. Eudaimonia is achieved by living according to nature, which for the Stoics means living virtuously. It's understanding that our true happiness and satisfaction come from our own actions and character, not from external circumstances. As Seneca, a famous Stoic philosopher, said, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more, that is poor." This phrase reminds us that our true wealth and happiness depend on our character and actions, not on our material possessions. Eudaimonia, therefore, is a powerful key to focusing on oneself. By seeking the good life through virtue and purpose, you can find lasting and meaningful satisfaction. Key 5. Memento Mori. Remember you will die. The fifth Stoic key is Memento Mori, which means remember you will die. This concept reminds us of the inevitability of death and invites us to live each day as if it were our last. Memento Mori is a practice of reflecting on our mortality, not to provoke fear but to inspire action. By remembering that our life is finite, we can appreciate each moment and live with more purpose and intensity. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, wrote in his Meditations, "Think of yourself as dead. You have lived your life. Now take what's left and live it properly." This quote reminds us that every day is a gift, and that we should live it as best as we can. By practicing Memento Mori, you can learn to appreciate each moment and live each day with purpose and gratitude. This perspective will allow you to focus on yourself and your personal development instead of worrying about what you cannot control. Key 6. Enkritia, self-control. The sixth Stoic key is enkritia, which means self-control. The Stoics understood that self-control is fundamental to living a virtuous and satisfying life. Enkritia is the practice of exercising control over our actions, thoughts, and emotions. It is the ability to resist temptations and maintain composure in difficult situations. The Stoics believed that self-control allows us to live according to our values and principles instead of being driven by our passions or external circumstances. Epictetus, a famous Stoic philosopher, said, "Freedom is not secured by the fulfilling of men's desires, but by the removal of desire." This quote reminds us that true self-control is not about repressing our desires, but about freeing ourselves from them. By practicing enkritia, you can learn to exercise control over your actions and emotions, which will allow you to focus on yourself and your personal development. Key 7. Affiliation. The seventh Stoic key is affiliation, or the sense of belonging. The Stoics believed that we are all part of a larger community and have the responsibility to contribute to the well-being of others. Affiliation is the practice of recognizing our connection with others and acting accordingly. It is understanding that our actions have an impact on others and that we should consider this impact in our decisions. Heracles, a Stoic philosopher, proposed a model of concentric circles of affiliation, with ourselves at the center, followed by family, friends, community, humanity, and finally, the cosmos. This model reminds us that we are part of something larger, and that our actions can have an impact beyond ourselves. By practicing affiliation, you can learn to consider the impact of your actions on others and contribute to the well-being of your community. This perspective will allow you to focus on yourself and your personal development while also contributing to the well-being of others. Key 8. Love for humanity. The eighth Stoic key is love for humanity. The Stoics believed in the importance of kindness and generosity towards others. It is the practice of acting with kindness and generosity towards others without expecting anything in return. It is understanding that we are all part of the same human community and have the responsibility to care for and support others. Marcus Aurelius wrote in his Meditations, "Kindness is invincible if it is sincere, free from hypocrisy, and not faked. For what can the most malicious person do if you continue to be kind to him?" This quote reminds us that kindness and generosity are powerful forces that can transform our lives and the lives of others. By practicing love for humanity, you can learn to act with kindness and generosity towards others, which will allow you to focus on yourself and your personal development. Key 9. Prohairesis, moral will. The ninth Stoic key is prohairesis, which translates as moral will or moral intention. The Stoics believed that our moral will is the only thing over which we have absolute control. Prohairesis is the practice of acting according to our values and principles, regardless of external circumstances. It is understanding that our true freedom lies in our ability to choose our actions and reactions. Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you but how you react to it that matters." This quote reminds us that our true freedom and power lie in our ability to choose our responses to life's events. By practicing prohairesis, you can learn to act according to your values and principles, which will allow you to focus on yourself and your personal development. Key 10. Acceptance. The 10th Stoic key is acceptance, The Stoics believed in the importance of accepting reality as it is without resisting or wishing things were different. Acceptance is the practice of recognizing and accepting reality as it is without judgment or resistance. It is understanding that we cannot change external events, only our reaction to them. Seneca said, "He suffers more than necessary, who suffers before it is necessary." This quote reminds us that accepting reality as it is frees us from unnecessary suffering. By practicing acceptance, you can learn to live in harmony with reality, which will allow you to focus on yourself and your personal development. Key 11, equanimity. The 11th Stoic key is equanimity. The Stoics valued the importance of maintaining calm and composure in all situations. Equanimity is the practice of keeping a calm and balanced mind regardless of external circumstances. It is the ability to not be carried away by extreme emotions, whether positive or negative. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Anyone can get angry, that is easy. But to get angry with the right person, to the right degree, at the right time, for the right purpose, and in the right way, that is not easy." This quote reminds us that true equanimity is not about repressing our emotions, but about controlling and directing them appropriately. By practicing equanimity, you can learn to maintain calm and composure in all situations, which will allow you to focus on yourself and your personal development. Key 12, resilience. The 12th Stoic key is resilience. The Stoics believed in the importance of strength and endurance in the face of adversity. Resilience is the practice of facing and overcoming difficulties with courage and determination. It is the ability to recover from setbacks and keep going. Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This quote reminds us that our true strength lies in our ability to face and overcome adversity. By practicing resilience, you can learn to face and overcome difficulties, which will allow you to focus on yourself and your personal development. Key 13, moderation. The 13th Stoic key is moderation. The Stoics believed in the importance of moderation and balance in all things. Moderation is the practice of avoiding excesses and seeking balance in all areas of life. It is the ability to enjoy things without being carried away by them. Seneca said, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." This quote reminds us that true moderation is not about repressing our desires, but about controlling our thoughts and actions. By practicing moderation, you can learn to enjoy things without being carried away by them, which will allow you to focus on yourself and your personal development. Key 14, gravitas. The 14th Stoic key is gravitas. The Stoics valued the importance of taking life seriously and living with a sense of purpose and dignity. Gravitas is the practice of living with a sense of purpose and dignity without being carried away by trivialities or distractions. It is the ability to keep focus on our goals and values without being sidetracked by distractions or temptations. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Do not act as if you were going to live 10,000 years. Death hangs over you. While you live, while it is in your power, be good." This quote reminds us that true gravitas is not about taking life too seriously, but about living with a sense of purpose and dignity. By practicing gravitas, you can learn to live with a sense of purpose and dignity, which will allow you to focus on yourself and your personal development. Key 15, serenity. The 15th and final Stoic key is serenity. The Stoics believed in the importance of serenity and inner peace. Serenity is the practice of maintaining calm and inner peace regardless of external circumstances. It is the ability to find tranquility amidst chaos and uncertainty. Epictetus said, "Do not seek to have events happen as you wish, but wish them to happen as they do happen, and your life will go well." This quote reminds us that true serenity is not about changing external circumstances, but about accepting reality as it is and finding inner peace. By practicing serenity, you can learn to maintain calm and inner peace, which will allow you to focus on yourself and your personal development. These are the 15 Stoic keys that will help you focus on yourself and transform your life. By adopting these practices in your daily life, you can find inner peace, happiness, and lasting satisfaction. Remember, Stoicism is not just a philosophy but a way of life. Practice it and see how your life transforms. If you like this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Together we can continue learning and growing.